On October 30th, I went to Boston to the Institute for Human-Centered Design, where I met director Valerie Fletcher and her associate Willa Crolius. The Institute designs accessible buildings all over the world to make sure buildings are accessible for everyone.
We have two core, beliefs that drive all the work that we do. The first one is that design is powerful. Design really has a great influence on all people. And through design, you can influence people's sense of confidence, comfort, and control within an environment.
That's so true.
And the second thing is that variation in human ability is ordinary. If we all live long enough, we will have some type of functional limitation. And as designers and as the creators of things, we need to create things that accommodate that, because that's the human reality.
Absolutely.
And it's sort of silly that there's like so much stuff that's made out there for this perceived norm when, people don't fit into that box. Like, let's make things that work for people, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do, so, that's why.
The reason for my visit was to meet people with the same goal, which is to make a difference for people with disabilities and provide equal access for everyone. But 90% of the time, because of my disability, I have to ask others to do things for me. So, for someone in a wheelchair, depending on your disability, they might have like shorter arms and like limb stuff. So even if you could get closer, they might not be able to reach this. They have put in another button, and this one's actually really, really nice because for people in wheelchairs, it's at their height, so I'm able to press it myself, and I don't have to have anyone help me. So, why isn't it working? I want to make the public aware of the struggles people in wheelchairs have maneuvering through buildings that aren't accessible. Hi, Polly.
I work here now.
I see that. I was just wondering if I could get a recycle sticker.
Sure. Actually, they like you to put one on both sides of the recycle bin, so I'll give you two.
Oh, thank you. So this is the tax office, and as you can see, one, they don't have an accessible door button, so I would have to have I would have to have someone with me. Living in a community, you are expected to do certain duties as a citizen. A person in a wheelchair may have difficulty getting a dog license, getting a dump sticker, or paying taxes. Hi. So I was just wondering if I could get a dog license.
Yes, you can. What we would need to see from you is a current rabies certificate and something showing that the dog has been licensed, neutered, or spayed.
And also, I'm looking to get a dump sticker.
Okay, a dump sticker has to be gotten from the Department of Public Works, which is upstairs. And what we usually do is call somebody down for residents that can't make the stairs.
So this is the way upstairs, and upstairs, if someone like in a wheelchair wanted to go get a dump sticker, they couldn't, because obviously there's you see that there's a convenient set of stairs right there. I met with Selectman Paul Federici to discuss town hall accessibility issues. So, would you consider East Meadow to be a relatively accessible town?
Well, after some of the questions you asked me, no. I thought it was, but to be honest with you, you've enlightened me as to a lot of issues that we have and things I never even thought of, which is awful to say, but not being in your position, I never, there's certain things that I wouldn't even think of, like when you were talking about town hall and actually getting into each individual office. That never even crossed my mind. Getting in the front door is one thing, but getting in each individual office, I never even thought of. So
Exactly.
So you enlightened me in that regard.
What's the plan to renovate the town hall?
As it stands now, we have a 3-phase plan over 3 years. I know they want to make the bathrooms handicap accessible, and I know in the final year, one of their plans is to put an elevator in. So, because right now, anyone who can't climb stairs cannot make it to the second floor. So, that's important. And after what we discussed, I've been in contact with the head of the DPW to talk about things like entrance into each office and things, as far as also being ADA compliant. Because once again, like I said, I never even thought of that. So. So hopefully when we're all done, it'll be fully accessible to anyone.
An able-bodied person can do most things in the town independently because everything is accessible to them. If I can do things independently, it makes me feel good, like, hey, I did this myself. The main thing I came away with is that there is still a lot of work to be done. Many people have the same goals as I do. IHCD employs user experts to visit buildings and evaluate the accessibility and determine what works and what doesn't work. I want to educate the public, and hopefully they will realize the issues people in wheelchairs face. That's what I want to do. I want to go around and visit places to determine if they are accessible and tell people what needs to be done.